On to Anaheim. I'm Jim Houston.
And I'm Craig Simpson.
Welcome to what should be a spirited contest here tonight between the Ducks of Anaheim and the St. Louis Blues. Now, I wouldn't want to be a goaltender out here tonight.
No, not with these two teams going at it. They're both fast and aggressive and love to play a wide-open game.
Let's see which side can get their offense going first. We're ready to drop the puck for the opening faceoff. Faceoff won by McDonald. Honger. Now it's passed ahead to Guerin. Over to Waite. Quick shot, one in front. Pass up to Solani. He intercepts the puck to Tkachuk. Now it's passed to Waite. McDonald grabbed it. Back in he comes. Fedora, saved by Bakashwa. To Tkachuk. He coughs up the puck, and he passes it ahead to Solani. Here's Andy McDonald. Teemu Solani shoots the puck. Jumped on by Solani. Denied by Bakashwa to Jackman. Now it's passed to Waite. He takes it into the neutral zone. And play is whistled down for the offside. Bakashwa got enough of that hard slap shot to change its course. We're ready for the face-off. Face-off won by Marchand. And that's icing. The puck is about to be dropped. The Ducks have won yet another faceoff. Here's Vishnevsky. Here's Tom. Oh, shot! Saved by Bakashwa. To Peter Chayenne. Oh, he's nailed along the boards, and that hurt. Out comes Corey Perry. But he scores! And halfway through the first, they got the game's first goal.
Everyone knew the big slap shot was coming, but when it's taken with that kind of force and accuracy, hey, there's not much that can be done to stop that one.
No sign of the tough defense here in the first period. The faceoff goes to Anaheim. Here's Rob Niedermeyer.
Assisted by number 10, Corey Perry, and by number 23, Francois.
Bakashwa turns it aside. Here come the Blues quickly out of their own zone. Shoots! He goes wide. Here's Bruno Saint-Jacques. Hedstrom. Anaheim will get a chance to move up. They're over the blue line in on the attack. Lumak. Now it's passed ahead to Sena. That's offside. Giguère played that one nicely.
Well, wrist shots aren't always the fastest ones, but they're the most accurate.
The ref is signaling for the faceoff. The faceoff goes to the Blues. Takes a shot. That's blocked and didn't get through. Kenner. Here's Heino, who hasn't registered a shot on goal so far. To Moen. Fired it! Saved by Bakashwa. He passes it to McKee. He steals the pass. Sizzles one. That's blocked by the defender. Here's Paulson. He passes the puck to Penner. To Moen. Passed ahead to Chayenne. Now he's into the attacking zone. Down into the corner. Saved by Giguère. He passes it to Paulson. Now over to Moen. Pass up to Heino. He steals the puck. Penner goes offside and the play is stopped. getting ready for the face-off. The face-off goes to Anaheim. Dumped in by Wisniewski. Under 2 minutes to go in the first. Here's Bill Garrett, who's already got a shot on target. To Doug Weight. Into the slot. To Perry. And time winds down as the first period comes to an end with the score 1-0. The score is 1-0 as the second period begins. About to drop the puck. The Ducks have won yet another faceoff. To Pronger. Nifty little move there. To McDonald. One-time shot.
And he did well to keep his team within one.
Delayed call. Blanks one. Fedoruk gets called for high sticking.
There's no way he's going to get away with that. And that was a really easy call for the officials.
St. Louis is about to go on the power play for the first time in this game.
Jim, they've got some good finishers in their lineup. They like to keep it simple. Point shots with lots of traffic in front.
To Guerin. Shoots quickly. That's blocked. Roach gobbles it up. To Doug Weight. To Bill Garrett. Saint-Jacques clears it down the ice. Puck picked up by Roach. He passes the puck to Guerin. Delayed penalty coming up. Getzlaf will get the gate for holding.
He wrapped up the other player, and the ref saw it. That's going to mean some time in the box.
Good call, and play will now continue. Well, you can see that the coach doesn't like that call at all, and he's going to have a word with the official. Anaheim has just made a bad situation worse.
Now we get a chance to see what this team is made of. Take tremendous mental discipline to kill this penalty.
Passed over to Roach. Shoots the puck. Boscheman. He passes it to Roach. Offside. This guy gets down quickly and takes away the entire bottom of the net.
Jim, you have to lift the puck up to beat his butterfly style. If it's on the ice, he's going to get a pad on.
Shoots it! Blocked. Pass up to Chayenne. Now it's passed to Heino. One-timer! St. Louis got it. Scooped up by St. Louis. Fedoruk leaves the box, but his team's still shorthanded by one player. To Drake, right in front. Picked up by St. Louis. To Dan Heino. Now passed again to Heino. Here's Todd Marchand. Getzlaf has seen his penalty expire, meaning his team's no longer shorthanded. One-timer! Pretty nice glove save by Jaguar. St. Louis takes possession. Brewer dumped the puck in. That's offside. That was a great save.
You need to be fast to stop a one-timer. You almost have no time to reposition yourself.
Face-off won by McCammon. Quick shot! He misses. Dahlman finds it. McCammon. Great save, Giguere! And it's touched for icing. Anaheim is really showing a high skill level here tonight. They're finishing extremely well.
Well, just look at the shots. That tells you they're making the most of their chances.
No one questions this team's skill level.
Or luck.
And that'll be another icing call. This guy's really good with the stick, and he knows how to pass the puck.
Jim, it seems like every pass he makes is right on the tape. Something his teammates surely appreciate.
Goes behind his net. Passed ahead to Penner. Now it's passed. We're on the verge of a scrap, Greg.
They look like they want to go, Jim. He controlled that bout from the beginning. Total domination.
We're ready for the face-off. To Saint-Jean. Shoots the puck. Saved by Bakashwa.
St. Louis penalty to number 5.
To Getzlaff. Another stop.
Wow, what a save. Let that in and this becomes a different game entirely.
And the play is offside. The puck is about to be dropped. Here's Bill Guerin. Fedoruk. Into the corner he goes. To Bill Guerin, who will hit, fight, and score goals. Niedermeyer. We're down to 2 minutes to go in this second period. To Roach. Now it's passed to Waite. The shots are 10-8 for St. Louis. And that's the end of the second period. 1-0 as we head to the break. We've got a 1-0 game into the third period. The ref is signaling for the faceoff. The Ducks have won yet another faceoff. Niedermeyer. Quick shot! Bakashwa made the save. Here's Jay McKee. Saved by Bakashwa! To Kachuk, and he moves the puck into the neutral zone. To Guerin. Guerin comes in offside. This game's looking a little bit like ping pong from here. They just keep dumping it back and forth over the lines.
Well, Jim, sooner or later, one of these teams has to start getting some shots.
Face-off won by Marchand. Shot from the blue line. He scores! And early in the third, they've got some insurance, up by 2.
That puck was wired into the back of the net. He got all of that slap shot.
St. Louis is at a 2-goal disadvantage.
There's time left, but you've got to wonder if they could...
Now it looks like we're going to have a fight.
Hey, I don't know what was said out there, but these two are definitely about to throw them.
he takes a couple in this scrap.
His last fight was much better, and it was only a draw.
They're getting ready for the face-off. The Ducks have won yet another face-off. From behind the net.
A 5-minute major for
Hedstrom.
fighting. St. Louis penalty to number 54. by
Here's Todd Marchand, a huge reason why his team is on top. Fires it right on! Corralled by St. Louis. Kunitz, now he'll move the puck into the neutral zone. Here come the Ducks. They're pouring it on. McCammond. Down into the corner. Kunitz. Now he's over the blue line on the attack. To Orsog. To Peter Sena. One-timer right on. To Todd Marchand. Shoots the puck. He scores, and it's a huge lead in the middle of the third.
A backhand like that is so deceptive. It's almost impossible for the goalie to judge where the puck is headed until it's too late.
They just can't do anything right at all.
Jim, sometimes it goes bad, and then sometimes it goes very, very bad.
Number 22, Todd Marchand, assisted by number 5.
And we're going to get a fight here, Craig. Look out.
Looks like they'll settle this one with the fists.
A pretty decisive victory in that one.
Jim, that was a big fight.
When you're playing with the lead, you don't want to let the other team get any kind of momentum going. About to drop the puck. The Ducks have won yet another faceoff. It's dumped in by Niedermeyer. The ref indicates a delayed call. Niedermeyer fires it. Kachuk gets called for holding.
A 5-minute major for fighting.
It's good to play with an edge, but if you go too far, you'll get the penalty.
Anaheim is about to go to work on its first power play of the game. Let's see if they can cash in.
You want to establish a good power play early, even if you don't score. Builds confidence and keeps momentum going.
To Teemu Selanne. Puck grabbed by Pronger. Kunitz. Now a quick pass up to McDonald. He's into the attacking zone. Front of the net. McKee cleared it out. He passes it to Selanne. Now rink wide to McDonald. Puck picked up by Wisniewski. Offside. We're ready for the face-off. Marchand won the draw to Wisniewski. Boscheman to Wisniewski. One-time shot. He goes wide to Teemu Selanne. There's a quick shot. McCammond. Now he's just cleared the puck. Anaheim is 0 for 1 with the man advantage as the penalty expires. The Ducks come in offside. Scott Niedermeyer's been one of the most consistent two-way defensemen in the league. He's scored over 400 points and won 3 Stanley Cups.
Not to mention a Norris Trophy last season at the age of 31.
Here's Chris Pronger. Anaheim moves out to center. Into the corner he goes. Shot the puck. Bakashua made the save. He passes it to Drake. Now a pass up to Penner. To Moen. Less than 2 minutes to go here in the third. Over to Drake. Rips one. fired the puck just wide of the net. And another shot! That's blocked. Up to Paulson. Now he carries it to center ice. We're down to the final minute of the third. Roach dumps the puck in. He passes the puck to Drake. To Paulson. To Penner. He intercepts the pass. To Waite. Jacques dumped it. And it's passed to Getzlaf. Delayed call. To O'Donnell. Brewer will get the gate for hooking.
His intensity got him into trouble that time.
Anaheim will get a second chance on the power play here.
St. Louis penalty to number 4, Eric Brewer. 2 minutes.
Niedermeyer. He passes it up ice to McDonald. Now it's passed to Solani. Puck is cleared by Sena. Niedermeyer. He passes the puck to Solani. Intercepted by St. Louis. That's it. St. Louis suffers yet another defeat and sees their losing streak continue. After they finish up down at ice level, we'll present the 3 stars of the game, brought to you by the all-new 2007 Dodge Nitro. Dodge reminds you to grab life by the horns.
Tonight's second star for Anaheim, number 35. And tonight's first star, Anaheim, number 22, Todd.
From Anaheim, California, this is Jim Houston with Craig Simpson.
From all the team here at EA Sports, we'll see you next time.
The Nationwide Arena in Columbus, Ohio. I'm Jim Houston.
And I'm Craig Simpson.
And here we are for a classic showdown between the Columbus Blue Jackets and the Phoenix Coyotes.
Special teams will be key here tonight. These guys might not have any real game breakers on their bench, but they're great at drawing penalties.
And they don't take penalties themselves. They can't afford to against an opponent like this. All right, now let's get down to center ice for the opening faceoff. Faceoff won by Fedorov. To Berard. And he gets the puck deep. Pass up to Nagy. Turned over in the neutral zone. Quick shot! Here's Rick Nash. To Berard. One-time shot from deep in the slot. To Sergei Fedorov. Now it's passed to Hrdina. One-timed it, and he missed the net. Over to Nagy. Doan dumped it in. Corralled by Jovanovski. To Ladislav Nagy. He coughs it up. Joseph slams the door shut. He passes the puck to Nagy. Intercepted. Columbus will start the breakout. Passed over to Hrdina. Quick shot. Here's McCulloch. Here's Jeff Sanderson, who hasn't registered a shot on goal so far. Shoots quickly. Scooped up by Columbus. Klesla clears it safely out. Columbus takes control from behind the net. It's cleared out of the zone by Morris. And that's icing. about to drop the puck. The faceoff goes to the Blue Jackets. Shoots the puck. Quickly steered aside by Curtis Joseph to Jeff Sanderson. The Blue Jackets grab the puck. He turned the puck over to Roenick. And he's over the blue line on the attack. Morris.
Inside. Run.
Now it's passed to Roenick. Wrist shot. Hit the man in front of the net. Columbus has it. They're in over the blue line on the attack. Here's Jeremy Roenick looking for his first shot on net to Sanderson.
Up high.
Now passed over to Roenick. One-timer. Chimera.
Got time.
Now it's passed to Zherdev. Ballard. He passes the puck to Reinprecht. Now passed over to Kavasha. He's over the blue line in on the attack. Passed over to Viborny. The Coyotes have possession and start out of their own zone.
Point.
There's a quick shot. He scores! It's a late first period opening goal.
I still don't think the goaltender knows what happened. Not only does he have to pick the puck out of the net, he's also got to look for his jockstrap.
Phoenix takes the lead late in the first.
I've got a feeling the next one won't take quite as long.
Scored by number 25,
Adam Foote.
Stephen Reinprecht, assisted by number
To Rick
12,
Nash. He steals the puck.
and by number 5, Jamie Rivers.
Quick shot. Turned aside by Prusek. He passes the puck to Fedorov.
Time.
Here's Ladislav Nagy, who hasn't registered a shot on goal so far, to Sergei Fedorov. Less than 2 minutes to go in the first period. Wraparound! Joseph makes the save. He passes it to Comrie.
In front.
Snaps the shot.
And he had to make that save, Jim. Down by 2 late in the first would have been a tough one to swallow.
And time winds down as the first period comes to an end with the score 1-0. Got on the board late in the first period.
Jim, let's see if they're able to carry that momentum over as we start the second period of play.
The shots are 5-4 for Phoenix to Rick Nash. Shoots the puck. Here's Brian Berard. He passes the puck to Fedorov. Out comes Rick Nash. Shoots the puck. Fired the puck just wide of the net. Phoenix takes it. Passed ahead to Herdina. Now it's passed to Nash. Shoots the puck from the slot. Quick up to Dolan. Intercepted. Quickly another shot. Joseph the save. Herdina to Rick Nash. Another stop to Nagy. The ref indicates a delayed call. Into the corner. He's getting called for high sticking.
He'll be spending the next 2 minutes in the penalty box.
Phoenix is about to go on the power play for the first time in this game.
Jim, they've got some good finishers in their lineup, but they like to keep it simple. Point shots with lots of traffic in front.
Cleared by Fritchie. Jumped on by Phoenix. To Nagy. Here's Shane Doan. Prusek. Stoned in cold. To Doan. Another shot. Just missed the net. Fritchie. Here come the Blue Jackets. They're pouring it on. One-time shot. Snapped just wide of the goal. To Nagy. Now he moves the puck into the neutral zone. He passes the puck to Scatchard. Fritchie cleared it. Jumped on by Roenick. To Morris. Fired it. Prusek makes the save. Puck grabbed by Malhotra. He clears it out of the zone. Phoenix is 0 for 1 with the man advantage as the penalty expires. Here's Adam Foote. He passes it to Balastic. To Malhotra. One-timed it to Jeremy Roenick. Now it's passed to Nash. To Balastic. Here's Adam Foote. He passes the puck to Balastic, and he brings it to center. Quick! Ooh, off the bar! To Reinprecht, and another stop! Reinprecht! He passes it to Malhotra. Now it's passed to Balastic. Comes in front! Joseph denies him to Malhotra. Missed the mark by a long shot. It's grabbed by Malhotra. Rivers. And he carries it to center. To Vaborny. Down into the corner. To Modine. Johnson will get the gate for high sticking.
You bring up your stick, it's a penalty. It doesn't get much simpler than that.
Columbus is about to go to work on its first power play of the game. Let's see if they can cash in.
You want to establish a good power play early, even if you don't score. Builds confidence.
Post! We're down to 2 minutes to go in this second. Scores on the power play!
Now that's why this guy sees time on the power play. He's got great offensive skills, has the ability to finish his scoring chances.
Phoenix lets one in, and it's a tie game.
This late in the period, the rough ice can really affect puck movement.
It's turned over in the attacking zone. Sanderson to Roenick. The shots are 10-10. And that wraps up the second period as we head into the break. The score is tied 1-1. Phoenix won't be happy after giving up the tying goal late in the second.
No, they won't. But they can regain some of the momentum with a quick start here in the third.
Face-off won by Comrie. Here's Adam Foote. Here's Rick Nash. We get a shot on goal. Jovanovski gets called for hooking.
I don't know, Jim. I think that one could have gone either way. He didn't have to call it.
You can see the coach isn't crazy about that call at all, so he's going to have a word with the official. Columbus has one power play goal already, and they'll get a second opportunity here.
Phoenix penalty to number 55, Ed Jovanovski. 2 minutes for obstruction.
Picked up by Foot to Rick Nash. Foot goes offside, and the play is stopped. I just don't see any urgency out there from either team.
Well, the shots tell the story in this one, Jim. Nobody's sustaining any kind of meaningful attack, and you have to shoot to score.
Coyotes win the draw again. Shoots the puck. Michalek scooped it up. Johnson to Modine. Now it's passed to Brule. He steals it. Gathering speed. He picks off the puck. We've reached the midway mark of the penalty, and they haven't been able to generate a whole lot of anything with a man advantage.
Jim, it looks like they're trying to make the perfect play out there. All they need to do is keep firing the puck on goal, and good things will happen.
Over to Brule. That's offside. The ref is signaling for the faceoff. The faceoff goes to Columbus. Here's Brian Berard to Foot. Here come the Blue Jackets quickly out of their own zone. One-timer! Here's Keith Ballard. He clears it out. Columbus is now 1 for 2 with the man advantage as the penalty expires.
Time!
Shoots the puck. Door slammed shut by Joseph. Outstarts Phoenix to Kabasha. Prusek freezes the puck. What really impresses me about this guy is how quick he gets across the crease.
Well, he likes to stand tall in there, and that makes it easy to get post to post.
The faceoff goes to the Blue Jackets. To Nikolai Zherdev. Now he moves the puck into the attacking zone. He passes it to Nagy. Fritchie. Turned over. That's icing. Now here we have a kid who really thinks the game well, wouldn't you say, Craig?
Well, no question. He's shown that he has the great skill, but it's his ability to make smart plays that's really impressive.
The Coyotes move out to center. They gain the blue line on the attack. Saved by Prusek. Out comes David Vaborny. From behind the net, here's Ladislav Nagy. What a gritty performance he's put on. One-time shot, just wide of the net. Here's Ladislav Nagy. He gets stapled by Klesla. It's blocked, taken by Columbus. They turn it back the other way. It's over the blue line on the attack. In the corner, to Modine. Hard shot. To Sanderson. To Doan. To Vaborny. Here's David Vaborny to Brule. Quick shot from the slot. Passed ahead to Sketcherd. He picked it off to Fedorov, and it's taken to center. He intercepts the puck. Quick up to Sanderson. He gave it away to Rick Nash, and it's over the blue line on the attack. Right in front. Brilliant save by Joseph. Another quick shot. Went just wide of the net. Berard. He dumps it. Less than 2 minutes to go here in the third. Over to Sanderson. We're down to the final minute of the third. Shot the puck. Joseph's got it.
Wow, Jim, that would have been game over.
Puck taken by Fedorov. To Nash. To Hrdina. Fires it. Up to Doan. Now he moves the puck into the neutral zone. Into the corner. And they get called for icing.
With one goal to his credit, this man is doing what he can to get them the win.
He's proven that he can follow through when an opportunity opens up. Into the last 10 seconds of the third. Over center ice. Delayed penalty coming up. Ahead to Nash.
Now, oh, he hit the post. 3 periods have settled nothing, so we're going into overtime.
The puck is about to be dropped. Columbus wins another faceoff. Gets away a hard shot. Blocked. Here's Rusty Kleslav. Johnson. Now it's passed to Boynton. One-timer. It goes wide. Shots on goal are 17-11 for Columbus. Offside. They're getting ready for the faceoff. The faceoff goes to the Blue Jackets. Fires it right on! That's blocked by the defender. Jovanovski clears it. Kleslav. Here's Rick Nash. Lots of shots, but no results so far. To Fedorov. Johnson. He steals the puck. Grabbed by Columbus. And they're out of their own zone to center. Again to Fedorov. Great save, Curtis Joseph. To Boynton. Columbus couldn't strike with a man advantage. Now they're 1 for 3 in the game. Shoots! Joseph the save. Nash. Johnson. Hard shot right on. Blocked. It didn't get through. Behind the net. And he hangs on. Joseph did a good job on that last save.
He's definitely in control of his crease.
We're ready for the faceoff. The faceoff goes to the Blue Jackets. Up to Fedorov. Columbus takes possession. Berard dumped the puck in. Jovanovski failed to clear the puck. Shot! He goes wide. Here's McCullough. He turned the puck over. To Herdina. Now he's over the blue line on the attack. He misses. Jumped on by Columbus. Joseph denied him. Puck is cleared by Jovanovski. And that's icing. About to drop the puck. The faceoff goes to Phoenix. Out they come to center. Into the attacking zone. Hard shot from the wing. Johnson dumped it in. To Modine. Quick shot from the left. Over to Comrie. Shot it. Prusek made the save. Johnson. To Brule. To Modine. To Brule. One-time shot. Just wide of the goal.
Back there, lots of time.
To Scatchard.
Right up. Oh, he hit the post.
Outstart the Blue Jackets. They're over the line and on the attack. Shoots it. Joseph stones him cold. He passes the puck to Roenick. Now it's passed to Herdina. Intercepted. To Dave Scatchard. And he dumps the puck in. Behind the net. Up to Foot. Now it's passed ahead to Fedorov. Poke loose. Michalek. He clears it. Columbus grabs it. Ahead to Fedorov. Quick shot. Joseph gets a leg on it. Jovanovski. He clears it out. And they get called for icing. Prusek did a good job staying with the puck.
Jim, he's playing with a ton of confidence.
The ref is signaling for the faceoff. Comrie wins the draw. He moves it to center.
If you thought overtime was tense, just wait for the shootout.
Columbus will start this shootout. And here we go. Joseph stopped that one.
Did he know the book on this shooter, or did he tempt him by leaving a hole? Only he knows for sure.
Nate Prusek comes up with the save.
It's all in the timing. If he's a split second early or late, that puck's in the back of the net.
Columbus will take their second shot.
It all comes down to how well...
It didn't go in, and he's obviously frustrated.
It's not like he cost his team, though. They're still in this.
Doan with the next shot. Prusek makes the save.
Oh, smart goalie. It looked like he tempted the shooter into making that move.
Columbus now taking their third attempt.
If I'm the shooter,
He couldn't make the shot.
If they lose, he won't get much sleep tonight. But that's the risk you take.
Phoenix will try once again to break the stalemate.
The goal...
Prusek was just a little faster than the shooter.
I'm not sure it was easy, but he definitely made it look that way.
Columbus will try yet again to break this drought.
Players love being in these...
He kept his cool and got the goal.
Some guys play best under pressure, and those are the ones you'll want in the...
Prusek denies the shooter and preserves the lead.
He may have been guessing about the shot, but he certainly guessed right.
And so ends another chapter in the great book of hockey. Phoenix fought long and hard, but in the end, it wasn't to be. After we wrap it up at ice level, tonight's 3 stars of the game will be presented by Dodge. Check out the all-new 2007 Dodge Nitro. Grab life by the horns.
Tonight's second star, Phoenix number 31, for Columbus, number 38,
From Columbus, Ohio, this is Jim Houston with Craig Simpson.
Until next time, take care.
Goodbye. At the Air Canada Centre in Toronto, Ontario, I'm Jim Houston.
I'm Craig Simpson.
And here we are for a classic showdown between the Toronto Maple Leafs and the Washington Capitals. We really should see lots of scoring chances in this one.
Neither of these teams sit back and wait for things to happen. They're clubs that initiate. It'll be a battle of speed and finesse.
And which team comes out sharpest? Now we're ready to drop the puck for the opening faceoff. Faceoff won by Sundin. Castles takes control to Ovechkin. Delayed penalty coming up. Sundin will get the gate for hooking.
I hope that was worth the 2 minutes because that's what he's getting.
You can see that the coach isn't very happy about this call at all. Washington is about to go on the power play for the first time in this game.
Jim, they've got some good finishers in their lineup, but they like to keep it simple. Point shots with lots of traffic in front.
Clark goes offside and the play is stopped. The puck is about to be dropped. Toronto takes possession. Steen cleared it. Eminger grabs the puck. Kolzig. Now it's passed to Pettinger. To Clark. One-time shot. Puck jumped on by McCabe. Steen dumped the puck in. Now he passes it to Clark. Now a pass up to Pettinger. He steals it. Puck cleared out by McCabe. Here's Steve Eminger. Here's Clark, looking for his first shot on net. He passes it to Pettinger. Cleared by Caberlet. Here's Clark.
Good time, man.
He passes the puck to Ovechkin. Shot the puck! Washington is 0 for 1 with a man advantage as the penalty expires. To Sundin. Now he's over the blue line on the attack. He intercepted it. He's in over the blue line on the attack. To Ovechkin. Shoots the puck. Here's Alexander Ovechkin.
Yep.
Raycroft denied him. Ovechkin takes possession of the puck. Here's Matt Sundin, who hasn't registered a shot on goal so far. Kilger shoots the puck from the slot. He scores! And halfway through the first, they've got the game's first goal.
Wrist shots are so much more accurate, and he's a master. He just sits back and waits for the goalie to commit.
No sign of the tough defense here in the first period. Face-off won by Sotheby to Majewski. Dumped in by Sotheby. Goes behind his net. Passed ahead to Williams. Now it's passed to Steen. To Matt Stajan. Now he's into the attacking zone. He shoots!
Offside. Okay.
Scooped up by Toronto. Pass up to Steen.
Offside. Offside.
That's offside. We're ready for the face-off. Lindros won the draw to Panikarovsky, and he just gets the puck deep. Passed ahead to Castles. Now it's passed to Ovechkin. To Zubas. Delayed call. Pretty nice glove save by Raycroft. Kolyakovo gets called for hooking.
And we've got a beautiful angle on this replay. Take a look.
There should be no doubt in your mind about the call. Washington will get a second chance on the power play here. The faceoff goes to the Capitals. Shoots! Washington takes possession to Dinas Zubras. grabbed by Washington. Less than 2 minutes to go in the first period. Here's Alexander Ovechkin looking for his first shot on net.
Front of the net. Way to preserve the lead here late in the first.
Passed ahead to Castles. Out comes Dinas Zubris. And he passes it to Castles. And time winds down as the first period comes to an end with the score 1-0. Washington is down 1-0 as the second period gets started. The ref is signaling for the faceoff. Washington holds a wide margin in shots on goal here in the second. One-timed it just wide of the goal. Washington scooped it up. Morrison. One-timer! Zubris to Ovechkin into the corner. He scores! Dinas Zubris has tied it up.
Dinas Zubris is a player who can consistently put up double digits in the goal column. He's got a great shot and should really try to get it away more often.
We now have a tie game.
At the start of a period, you want to take control. Clearly, they didn't do that.
Washington goal scored on the power play by number 9, Dinas Zubris.
Passed ahead to
assisted
Park.
by number
Now he
25,
just dumps the puck
Andrew
in.
Castles, and by number 8, Alexander.
Here come the Maple
Ovechkin.
Leafs quickly out of their own zone. It's corralled by Allison. To Kaberle. Hard shot right on. Here's Matt Sundin. Allison. Snaps the shot. Missed the mark by a long shot. Picked up by Toronto. Another shot. It goes wide. Puck corralled by Green. He passes it to Tucker. Right on. Washington has it now. Passed over to Pettinger. Now he'll just move the puck into the neutral zone. He brings it over the line. Allison. Now it's passed to Tucker. Pass up to Ovechkin. Shoots the puck. He scores! Alexander Ovechkin.
When he's coming down on the goalie, he can do so many things. All because of that wicked wrist.
The big question is, which team wants it more?
Both sides have experience on their bench, but the drive to win, it's impossible to measure.
Ovechkin, assisted by number 26, shows
Passed over to O'Neill.
And by number 9, Dinas Zuber.
One-timed it. Toronto grabbed it to Jeff O'Neill. It's cleared down the ice by Heward. That's icing. Washington has picked this defense apart tonight.
They've used crisp, quick passes to exploit holes in coverage, made the most of their chances. That's been the difference offensively.
To Heward. Out comes Rico Fata. Here's Rico Fata to Fleischman. The ref indicates a delayed call. Gill will get the gate for high sticking.
In the replay, you can clearly see it's a penalty as he caught him with the high stick.
Washington has converted once already, and they're getting another power play chance here. Castles won the draw. Raycroft made the save. It's cleared out by Wellwood. Potier to Dinas Zubris. He turns it over. McCabe clears it. Morrison. He passes the puck to Ovechkin. To Andrew Castles. He coughed the puck out. Cleared down the ice by White. Potier to Ovechkin. Now it's passed ahead to Castles. Little deep there by He scores for a 2-goal advantage late in the second period.
Say what you want about that being a garbage goal, but he was still in the right place at the right time to make the play.
How can this team turn things around?
Well, they've got to get their offense firing. Right now, they're losing this race.
To Kabina.
Number 8,
Koliakovo.
Ovechkin, assisted by
And the play is offside.
and by number 25, Andrew
Washington
Kessel.
are known for their tight defensive style.
That's right, Jim. They don't make too many mistakes in their own end. They just try to clog up the zone and make it difficult for their opponent to get any decent scoring chances.
Maple Leafs win another faceoff. Here they come again, onto the attack. And it's passed to Eminger. Out comes Pavel Kubina. Green. Out comes Chris Clark. Picked up by Koliakovo. Under 2 minutes to go in the second period. Shoots the puck. Just missed the net. Toronto takes possession. Pass up to Clark. Shoots the puck from the point. To Pavel Kubina. Now it's passed to O'Neill. He moves the puck into the neutral zone. And there's the horn to end the second. 3-1's the score as we head to the break. Washington exploded for 3 unanswered goals, and they now lead this contest after 2 periods.
Well, Jim, they can't get too eager here in the third and start getting sloppy. They need to settle things down.
Toronto can't keep the puck away from its net here in the 3rd period. The shots are 12-4 for Washington. It's dumped in by Caberlet. And it's touched for icing. Toronto has to get more shots if they want to get back in this game.
Well, when you're behind, you can't look for the pretty play. You have to keep it simple, dump the puck at the net, and score ugly if you have to.
Fires one right on! Eminger has it. He passes the puck to Pettinger. And that's icing. They're getting ready for the face-off. The face-off goes to the Maple Leafs. Out they come to center. And passed over to Tucker. Now it's over center and dumped in. Here's Alexander Ovechkin, who has a 3-point night going with 2 goals and an assist. Poirier steered aside by Rakoff. The Maple Leafs have possession and start out of their own zone. Here's Matt Sundin. His hands are dirty. He's had a good, hard-working game. He passes it to Zubris. Now passed over to Castles. Over to Zubris. Now it's passed to O'Neill. He's over the blue line in on the attack. Shoots the puck. He scores! Jeff O'Neill.
Jeff O'Neill is one of the best power forwards in the NHL. He's listed at 195 pounds, but plays more like he's 225. That's why opposing teams have a tough time stopping him.
How quickly things change.
1 second, they're up by 2. The next, they're in danger of losing the lead altogether.
Here's Matt Pettinger. What a really... Oh! He scores! That might do it. They're up by 2 in the middle of the 3rd.
His stick flexes so much as he loads that shot up. When he lets it fly, it just explodes off his blade.
Washington bags an insurance marker midway through the 3rd.
That definitely gives them a little breathing room.
By number 18,
Matt center.
Pettinger, assisted by number 44, Steve Eminger, and by number 22,
To Stages.
Beach.
Now it's passed to Williams. Passed over to Steen. One-time shot. Just missed the net. Pass up to Pettinger. Blasted! He misses. Here's Steve Eminger to Green. Now again to Green. Corralled by Toronto. Right in front. He's getting called for tripping.
It's good to play with an edge, but if you go too far, you'll get the penalty.
Toronto is about to go on the power play for the first time in this game.
Jim, they've got some good finishers in their lineup, but they like to keep it simple. Point shots with lots of traffic in front.
Over to Tucker. Quick shot from the slot. Delayed penalty coming up. Up to Tucker. Here's a wraparound. Majewski gets called for hooking.
Take a look at the replay, and it's crystal clear what happened. Keep your eye on his stick.
You can see that coach isn't too happy about the call. Toronto has got the hometown fans on their feet.
And the crowd senses that they'll have a reason to cheer soon.
A goal now would lift the roof off this building. And he hangs on. Washington is diligent in their own end. They play a tough game in front of their net, and they do a pretty good job of clogging up all the passing lanes.
You're going to need a special...
Shot! Kozig made the save to Sotheby. Eric Lindros, who was drafted by Quebec but later traded to Philadelphia. Picked off. Green clears it out. Here's Pavel Kubina. He passes it to O'Neill. Lindros. Fires it right on. Green. Raycroft skates out of his goal to play the puck. He passes the puck to Kubina. Less than 2 minutes to go here in the third. Eminger departs the box, turning the 5-on-3 power play to a 5-on-4.
Last minute of play in the third period.
Sotheby dumps it in behind the net. Majewski puts an end to this power play as his penalty is over. Allison. We're down to the final minute of the third. Saved by Kolzig. Majewski will get the gate for high sticking.
The second you lift your stick over your shoulders, the referee's gonna nail you.
Toronto gets another 2-minute power play. Let's see if they can generate a few more chances this time. Shot from the right.
Ivan Majewski, 2 minutes for high stick.
McCabe to Ponikarovsky. Now it's passed to Tucker. Cleared out by Morrison. It's picked up by McCabe to Tucker. Now pass. Oh, he hit the post. Puck cleared out by Heward. Caberlet. Allison to Matt Sundin. Into the last 10 seconds of the third. That ends it. The Capitals won this game. The final score, 4-2. We'll wrap things up on the ice, then bring you the Dodge 3 Stars of the Game, brought to you by the all-new 2007 Dodge Nitro. Grab life by the horns.
Tonight's second star, Toronto number 13, Matt Sundin. And tonight's first star for Washington, number 8, Alexander Ovechkin.
From Toronto, Ontario, and for EA Sports, I'm Jim Houston.
And I'm Craig Simpson. Have a great one.
Saddledome in Calgary, Alberta. I'm Jim Houston, and in the booth with me is Craig Simpson. Welcome to what promises to be a very entertaining game between the Calgary Flames and the San Jose Sharks. This is an exciting matchup. We've got two great passing teams head-to-head.
They both love to play the freewheeling hockey and create offense off the rush.
That's great. We could be in for a high-scoring game. Let's get down to center ice for the opening faceoff. Faceoff won by Lombardi. He's into the attacking zone. Just wide of the goal. The ref indicates a delayed call against San Jose. He gets called for high sticking.
High sticking could mean serious injuries, and you bet the officials are going to come down hard on that play.
Calgary is about to go to work on its first power play of the game. Let's see if they can cash in.
You want to establish a good power play early, even if you don't score. Builds confidence and keeps momentum going.
Smith clears it out. Phaneuf. Lombardi Now passed over to Iginla. One-timer! He scores! Jerome Iginla!
Jerome Iginla never ever stops working. He plays every shift like it's his last, and that goal is a just reward for this two-time Rocket Richard Trophy winner.
A quick lead can be a warning for the opposition.
At this point, the other coach must think he's up against the powerhouse.
Number 12, Jerome Iginla.
Passed ahead to Kobasu. Now over to
Assisted
McCarty.
by number 18, Alex Tanya. And
Pass
by
up to
number
Thornton.
16,
Intercepted in the slot. Great save, Nabokov. He steals the pass.
You're good. You're clear.
Carl. Here's Patrick Marleau, who hasn't registered a shot on goal so far.
Time.
There's a big shot. Regier will get the gate for high sticking.
It's good to play with an edge, but if you go too far, you'll get the penalty.
San Jose is about to go on the power play for the first time in this game.
Jim, they've got some good finishers in the lineup, but they like to keep it simple. Point shots with lots of traffic in front.
It's cleared out by Giordano. Here's Scott Cannon. He passes it to Bell. Gets away a hard shot. Here's Fahey. He passes the puck to Gotch, and he moves it to center. Now he passes the puck to Bernier. Shoots the puck. Bernier. And he whistled it wide of the net. Ritchie with the puck. He dumps it. To Gotch. Thunderous hit into the boards. Giordano. Yell clears it. Here's Fahey. Here's Fahey. From behind the net. Here's Gotch, who's already got a couple of shots on net. Here he comes on the attack. Door slammed shut by Kiprusov. He scores! Patrick Marleau has knotted this up.
One thing you'll notice about Marleau is that he has great instincts with the puck. He always seems to make the right decision at the right time.
Calgary needs to do a better job protecting those early leads.
Jim, that's definitely something for them to work on.
San
Thornton
Jose goal
wins the draw.
scored by number 12, Patrick Marleau.
Calgary takes possession. To Patrick Marleau.
Back to the point.
That's offside. Kiprusov denies the last scoring attempt.
He stayed with the shot and made it look easy.
The ref is signaling for the faceoff. The ref indicates a delayed call. Ekman gets called for high sticking.
That'll get him sent off for 2 minutes.
Calgary has one power play goal already, and they'll get a second opportunity here.
San Jose penalty to number 30, Niels Ekman.
Hard shot! Fired the puck just wide of the net. Grabbed by Hammerwick. To Phaneuf. Here's Alex Tanguay, looking for his first shot on net. Iginla goes offside, and the play is stopped. Nabokov stood tall on that one.
That was a booming slap shot, but he stopped them cold.
The Flames take possession of the puck to Kobasu. Ehrhoff cleared it down the ice, and they're offside once again. It's like this guy built his career in the faceoff circle.
Well, Jim, you might not think it's so important, but a one face-off means you're not chasing the puck to start every play.
Here's Dion Phaneuf. He passes it to Iginla. He steals the puck. McLaren clears it down the ice. Hammerlick to Tanguay. Less than 2 minutes to go in the first period. Marlowe dumped the puck in. Lombardi to Jerome McGinley. Offside. Nabokov did a good job on that last save.
He's definitely in control of his crease.
The puck is about to be dropped. Smith won the draw. He dumped it in. And the horn signals the end of the first period. We head into the break with the score tied 1-1. San Jose is in a 1-1 tie as we start this second period. About to drop the puck. Here's another face-off win for the Sharks. Calgary scooped it up. Calgary is now 1 for 2 with the man advantage as the penalty expires. We're ready for the face-off. The face-off goes to the Flames. Over to Hammerlick. One-time shot. Carl, he passes it to Marlowe. And he carries it into the zone. Turned over. Shoots! San Jose takes possession. Nabokov to save. Carl intercepted. Lombardi shoots the puck. Ahead to McLaren. Carl cleared it out. It's jumped on by Hammerlick to Iginla. Here comes the Flames, starting this period with an excellent attack. Picked off by Calgary, over to Fanook. Now passed over to Iginla. Delayed penalty coming up. Lombardi powers into the attacking zone. Shoots quickly. He's getting called for holding.
Now, he's not thrilled with the penalty call, but he's only got himself to blame.
Oh, you can see that the coach doesn't like that call at all, and he's going to have a word with the official. Calgary has converted once already, and they're getting another power play chance here. Smith won the draw.
Number 14, Jonathan Chichu.
Here's Dion Fanook. Lombardi. He intercepts the pass. Dumped in by Ekman. Here's Jerome McGinley. Lombardi. Oh, he hit the post. Into the corner he goes. Cleared by Davison. Ference. He passes it to Lanko. Now over to Kobasu. Intercepted. And play is whistled down for the offside. Great stop on that shot.
You have to have quick reflexes for a save like that.
They're getting ready for the face-off. The face-off goes to the Flames. Calgary finds it ahead to McCarty. To Kobasu. McCarty. Now over to Lanko. To Damon Lanko. Cuts in front! Calgary couldn't strike with a man advantage. Now they're 1 for 3 in the game. It's dumped in by Regier. To Nieminen. Whips it! Just missed the net. Here's Curtis. Scores! Upstairs!
a shot as hard as the one we see here, all the goaltender can hope for is that the puck hits him. And hey, that's not much fun to hope for.
Face-off won by Ritchie.
Scored by number 14, Jonathan.
Picked up by San Jose.
By number 36, Curtis Brown. And by number 15, Gil Niemanen.
The Flames get possession. Pass up to Huselius. A turnover. Ahead to Bell. Shoots the puck. It's blocked. Another shot. He scores. Late in the second, it's a 2-goal lead.
When he's coming down on the goalie, he can do so many things. All because of that wicked wrister.
This certainly puts them in a good position heading to the third.
If this 2-goal cushion holds up, they'll really be able to control the game.
Takes it hard on net. McLaren.
Number 28, Mark Bell.
He passes it to Tange.
22, Scott.
In front. Quick shot from the slot. Fearlessly blocked. Calgary grabbed it. Pass up to Tange. Fires it right on. That's stopped. Lombardi. One-time shot. Missed the mark by a long shot. To Chichu. Marlowe. The shots are 10-7 for Calgary. Over to Thornton. Right in front. Lombardi. And there's the horn to end the second. 3-1's the score as we head to the break. Calgary was tied after one, but a pair of second-period goals has put them in a bit of a hole here to start the third.
They need to come out with a much better effort if they want to give themselves a chance to win this game.
Calgary gets a hold of it. They're over the blue line. He scores to cut the lead to 1 in the third period.
Jim, there's no way the goalie even saw that puck. He teed it up and let it rip.
And just like that, their lead's been cut to a single goal.
The other side is starting to make their move. Question now is, do they have enough left in the tank to hold them off?
That's it. Fires a shot. No problem there for Evgeny Nabokov. He intercepted it. Passed over to Bell. Now it's passed ahead to Kobasu. To Lanko. Fire! Scores! Early third tie game.
I'd love to see him in a skills competition. I think he has one of the hardest shots in the league. Nice goal.
And that makes it a tie game.
This is when you need someone on your team to step up.
The faceoff goes to Calgary. Snaps the shot. He scores! Back-to-back goals and they've got the lead.
Oh, that was an ugly one. It's a good thing they don't draw pictures on the score sheet.
San Jose, third period just underway, and they're down by 1.
This is where mental toughness comes in. A team that can keep their cool can still win.
Passed ahead to Marlowe. Fires from the left. He scores, and they've tied it up early in the third.
Patrick Marleau has deceptive quickness and speed for a man of his size. Many times he scores goals because he leaves defenders flat-footed and out of position.
Calgary lets one in, and this game is tied.
I don't care if it's a sniper, a grinder, or an enforcer. Someone needs to step up. Post!
Assisted by number 19, Joe Thornton.
Scooped up by Calgary. Lombardi. To Patrick Marleau. He moves it into the attacking zone. He turned the puck over from behind the net. He scores!
I'm guessing he scored prettier goals in his life, but you can bet he doesn't care how it went in as long as it did.
The faceoff goes to the Flames. They bring it over the line. Shoots it quickly. Intercepted by Calgary. Quickly another shot. He gets called for high sticking.
He came up with his stick and took his man down. Now in this game, that's going to get you a penalty every time.
Calgary has the one power play goal so far, and now they'll get another shot here. Smith wins the draw behind the net.
2 minutes for high
One-timer. Here's Damon Lanko. Shoots the puck. McCarty into the corner. And another shot. That's stopped too to Smith. And he finally clears the puck. Jumped on by Regier to Smith. Shoots the puck. He scores! That might do it. They're up by 2 in the middle of the third.
Wrist shots are so much more accurate, and he's a master. He just sits back and waits for the goalie to commit.
They need to come up with some answers fast.
And the answer's always the same, Jim. Get a goal. After that, they can see what their options are.
30, Niels Ekman, assisted by number 16.
Here, shot! Nabokov made the save to Phaneuf. Puck cleared out by Brown. It's corralled by Phaneuf. He turned the puck over. Carl dumps the puck in to Phaneuf. Here come the Flames as they move out of their own zone. Hannon sends this game back to 5-on-5 now that he's left the box. Iginla flanks one. Here's Alex Tanguay. To Jerome Iginla. Quick shot. It's scooped up by Hammerlick. He dumps it. Goes behind his net. Passed over to Carl. Now it's passed to Carl. Out comes Billy Nieminen, and he gets the puck deep. Here's Jerome Iginla. Lombardi. Cuts in front. Cleared out of the zone by Carl. It's jumped on by Chichu. He gains the blue line on the attack. He hangs on to the puck. San Jose has taken the lead in this game because they've executed well.
And Jim, they've been very patient with the puck, taking advantage of what this defense has given them. The shots tell the tale.
Thornton wins the draw. Calgary will start the breakout. They gain the blue line on the attack. And up to McLaren. Down to the final 2 minutes of the third period. Shoots it. Regier to Ferris. We're down to the final minute of the third. To Lanko. He gets hammered. There's a quick shot. Calgary takes over. Kiprasov will watch the rest of the game from the bench. Cleared out by Carl. From the... He scores! And they're just about out of time, but trailing by 1.
His stick flexes so much as he loads that shot up. When he lets it fly, it just explodes off his blade. Calgary making some late moves to close the gap. They haven't got time to waste, that's for sure. Less than 5 minutes to tie things up.
Number 22, Damon Young.
Shoots it hard. Good job to keep his team in it with time running out here in the third.
Tatange. Here comes the Flames. Desperate for the goal to tie this game. Quick up to Bernier. To Jerome Ginla. Over center ice. They move into the attacking zone. Less than 10 seconds to go in the third. He gives it up. He scores! He beats the buzzer to tie it up.
Oh man, can this guy finish? Not only is he a great ambassador for the game, but I don't know if there's a more feared scorer in the game than Jerome Ginla.
San Jose is facing a tough end to this one.
They've lost the momentum. There's not much time to get it back. Both teams are tied at the end of regulation, so it'll have to be decided in overtime.
The ref is signaling for the faceoff. Faceoff won by Lombardi. Here's Kyle McLaren. Shots on goal are now 25-12 for Calgary. Picked off, Lombardi shoots the puck from the wing. Here's Kyle McLaren, who has a goal and an assist in this game. Heavy shot on net. Blocked in front of the net. Out come the Sharks. Passed over to Carl. Here's... Oh, he shot! Kiprusoff makes the save. Jumped on by Calgary. Into the corner he goes. Here's Kyle McLaren, who scored a goal and set up another so far. Fires it! Kiprusoff gets some wood on it. Here's Joe Thornton. Here's Patrick Marleau, who scored a pair and would love to... Ooh, quick shot! Lombardi, here comes the Flames. They're having a terrific attack. Up through center. He gets hit. Hammerlick takes it. He clears it out of the zone. Kobasu beats out the icing call to Gotch. Shoots! Great save, Kiprusoff. Cleared down the ice by Hammerlick. Lombardi, quick shot, blocked. Lombardi grabs it. In front. Nabakov's got it. To Bell. Now it's passed to Gotch. He's over the line and on the attack. That's offside. He clearly saw that shot.
Not a monumental save, but definitely a good one.
The puck is about to be dropped. Blankow won the draw. Wrist shot. Pretty nice glove save by Evgeny Nabokov. It's taken by Carl. He picked it off. Shoots the puck from the slot. It's all over now. San Jose takes the loss and sees their winning streak come to an end.
Does this guy ever know how to use his speed to advantage? He generates so many good scoring chances with his skating, and he also has the ability to finish them off.
We'll wrap things up on the ice, then bring you the Dodge 3 Stars of the Game. Brought to you by the all-new 2007 Dodge Nitro. Grab life by the horns.
Jonathan Chichu. Tonight's second star for Calgary, number 19, Chuck Ferguson. And tonight's first star, Calgary, number 12, Jerome Iginla.
From Calgary, Alberta, I'm Jim Hewson.
And I'm Craig Simpson. For EA Sports, goodbye.
See you next time.